Hello everyone! Hello with your students. We meet again in English Zoom class. How are you? Hopefully all things go nicely. The next topic of our Zoom class is about degree of comparison of adjectives with one syllable. In this topic, you must focus on the adjective word which is one syllable only. I can tell you some of them, such as fat, thin, tall, short. You can see the rules here. Now let's watch this video.
Hello, this video is about differences, about one-syllable adjectives. Some things are bigger than others, and one thing is sometimes the biggest. Hope you enjoy it. Here's scene one with 3 planets from our solar system. The one in the middle is called Earth. That's the one where we live. I'll just write Earth there. And what can we say about Earth? We can say the Earth is big, but Neptune is bigger. The Earth is big, but Neptune is bigger. Now about Mars, we can say, that's the little one, Mars is smaller than Earth. And Neptune is bigger than Earth. So we have 3 examples of ER than, and again down below ER than, but with an extra G there. Notice that extra G, double G. I'll talk about that later. And then the middle one, Earth is bigger, with no than and no object after it. Let's move on now to scene 2, and here we see somebody you may recognize. It's Usain Bolt from the London Olympics, and Usain Bolt, just write it here, Usain Bolt is the fastest, he's the fastest. He is, in fact, he is the fastest man on the, the fastest man on the planet. So it's the fastest, and at 100 meters in 9.63 seconds, that's certainly fast. Now let's move on to the next thing. Here is a tall building. It's the tallest building in London. Canary Wharf is, or was, the tallest building in London. The tallest building in London. At 140 meters, we Londoners think that's pretty tall. However, we just look into the mists of another country and we see something emerging here which is a bit different. Look at that. Now that is tall, at 828 meters. The Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world. Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world. And I'll just underline the and est. Now let's move on to the summary of all of this. So, adjectives with one syllable, like long and big and so on. So we'll start off on the left with er and than. And remember that is normally comparing 2 things. One is longer than 2. So I'll underline the er and than and put than 2 in brackets because you don't have to use that. And there are 2 words which have some spelling issues. Big, bigger, doubling the consonant, and wide, wider. It's already got the E. And I'll do a list of the doubling consonant ones. Here's bigger, the first one, and here's another one. Hot, there are half a dozen altogether. Hot goes to hotter. And then I've got 4 others, wet, thin, fat and sad, which go to wetter, thinner, fatter and sadder. Now let's move on to the next set, est, of all or in the set. There are several ways you can finish it. I'll just put in the set there. And here are some examples. Don't forget that now there have to be several lines, and number 1 is the longest of all the lines, is the longest of all or the longest in the set. And some spelling irregular, the and est, I'll just underline there, and some spelling irregularities, biggest and widest, just like on the other side, and I'll just list the big and biggest ones and all the others: hot, wet, thin, fat, sad, hottest, wettest, thinnest, fattest and saddest. And that's the end. Hope you found it useful. Bye for now.
It was a nice video, wasn't it? If you pay extra careful attention to it, your memory will be refreshed and you can remember all about it. So, be careful with the spelling of the words which have double in consonant and write them correctly. You can see the table for some examples. Other words come easier. Of course, they don't have any double in consonant. They are much easier to remember, like this. Okay class, that's the preview of your Zoom class for the next meeting. You'd better learn so you will have better understanding when we discuss about this later. Bye-bye!